Hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. So today let's make rabri, guys, because this is the sweetest dish, and I want to today introduce this dish to you, and we can make it very fastly. So I'll show you the fastest way of making rabri you can call it. So we can, with the help of the rabri, we can make many number of dishes. So in that, first let's make first the plain rabri. So let's start. For this we need milk, and take the full fat milk. I took a bowl of full fat milk, you can see. So this milk has the malai in it, so along that is cream with it. And then take one half a bowl of milk powder and pistachios and almonds chopped. This is cardamom powder, that is elaichi powder, and a half a jar or glass of milk, sorry, water. And then we are making it in a clay pot, that is we are making it in a kadai. So let's heat the pan now. So in this, let us pour milk. So I'm taking the milk and pouring it. You can see the malai present in it. So this is the full fat milk, guys. Don't use toned milk, just use full fat milk. You can see it's very clear. So then let us take water, and in this bowl itself I'm adding milk powder. So in this milk powder I'm going to add water. So I'm just mixing it nicely without lumps. You have to mix it without lumps, guys. So make sure there are no lumps when you mix this milk powder and water. Just have a nice stir, or you can just whisk it as well, just into a smooth paste. We are using this milk powder just because it we can make it very quickly. The rabdi can make it very fastly, and many people also use bread, that is fresh bread, but I'm not using that because we cannot store it. This we can store for at least 10 to 15 days, so that's the reason why we are using it. So this is now finally, you can see it is almost done. So I'm adding it. You can see it is done. So with the help of the wooden spatula, let us keep on stirring it. See, I have used the boiled milk. I have boiled the milk already, and I'm adding the milk powder to this. This needs to be boiled, guys, and this will be cooked within 10 minutes, at least minimum 10 minutes it will take. So please be patient with me, please be patient. So we can make different types of, as I was saying, that with the help of this rabri we can make variety of dishes. So in that I have already fried this. You can see I have fried the bread. So I took a bread, plain fresh bread, and I have chopped it, the sides, I have cut the sides, and then I have fried it in the ghee like this. So on this we can pour the rabri, and this becomes the shahi tukda. And at the same time you can also use this rabri on a rusk. So like, take the rusk. Take the rusk. You can see on this rusk you can pour the rabri, and you can serve it when your friends come, or in the evening time, or with the tea, during the tea time you can use it. So I'll show you that ways also. So first let's keep on moving. You can see this. See, this is the clay pot is very nice. It's not getting sticky. You can see, just it's nicely boiling. You can see the fumes coming up. So I'm not using sugar, guys, here. Because milk powder is all has already sweet in it, so sugar would be already added in the milk powder. If you want, you can add it. So I'm not adding it. As per your wish, you can add that. So let me add the cardamom, that is elaichi powder as well. So I'm adding. So that is enough. So now the rabri is nicely, you can see it is getting thicker. So it needs to be boiled nicely, guys. Make sure you can see. And I'll add little bit of sugar just to show you. So I'm using the sugar powder. So let me add just spoon or 2 spoons of sugar. It's up to you. You need to have a lot of patience, guys, while making this, but you can store it as well. As I told you, once it is done, you can nicely store it and keep it in the fridge, and whenever you have your friends coming home, and you can, or friends or relatives, you can just make it fastly and you can serve it. So keep on stirring it. Just use the wooden spatula in this. And this is nice non-stick kadai. That is non-stick clay kadai, I can say. So it is very good, where it doesn't stick, and it really tastes very good in this. So you can also use this rabri in making kunafa. Kunafa is a Arabic dish. I'll be showing in my next video that using this rabri how we can make kunafa as well. So just, guys, it is, you can see the malai, or it's getting formed on the top, so even on the sides. So you need to keep on stirring. We are just trying to reduce the milk. So that's what the rabri means. Rabri is nothing but we are just reducing the milk to the half volume, and we are just making it thicker and thicker so that it tastes very, very good. I'm cooking it on a low flame, guys. You can increase the, if you increase this the flame, it gets burnt. So please don't increase the flame. So we see that in many marriages, they use the rubbery, but they use usually if they are making it economical and if they are doing it in a larger quantity, then they just add the breadcrumbs to it, the freshly breadcrumbs, not the brown one but the white bread. They use it, they just grind it and they mix it to this and cook it for about 10 minutes, and then just they use it in the kheer. So even you can do like that, but I'm not using that because we cannot store it. It is just for one day or half a day, because they serve in the functions or parties. So it just it's good for only for instant purpose, not for a storage. You can see we have to scrape the sides or just leave it. So after it becomes thickened, we have to just scrape the sides nicely and add it onto the bread what we have here, and also we can apply it to the rusk as well, and then decorate it with the mangoes also. Even we can pour it on the mangoes. Kids love a lot, and especially the people who love sweets, they like a lot. So we are leaving like that. You can see. So it's getting boiled. So you can see it's becoming thicker. And once it becomes thicker, it changes its color, guys. You can even add kesar if you want. If you want to add a few strands of kesar. So I'm just moving it. You can see how the malai is getting formed on the top nicely. The cream is getting. You can even add condensed milk if you want, but I'm not using the condensed milk here. I'm just using the milk powder. It's not getting stick, guys. You can see this is this kadai or the clay pots is lot better than the ones the metal one or the clay, or sorry, that's a steel or the non-stick what we get outside. This is lot better. So you just purchase it and you can use for a longer time, and make sure you don't break it. See, you can keep on stirring it, and nicely it's getting thicker. Just we are trying to reduce it, and I'm really sorry for making this long video, guys, because I need to show you how I'm stirring and how we are scraping from the sides. And some people are asking me how you are making in a clay pot, so doesn't it get burned from the bottom, and doesn't it get stick from the bottom? So I said no, that's the reason why I'm making the long video, just to show that it doesn't get burned and nicely gets cooked. can see it has been already reduced. So once it is cooled down, we have to allow it to cool down and pour it on the bread slices, that is on the Shahi Tukda for making it. Almost it has reduced, it is half the way now. And this is, I'm saying that, this is the easiest dish you can make because you just need milk and everybody has milk in their home, so it's not a big deal. So only with the few and simple ingredients you can make this bread. We all of us get it very easily. Just you need bread, and now this is a mango season. You can serve this with mango also, like make mango rabdi. Just add chopped mangoes to this rabdi and it becomes mango rabdi. And also you add it to the bread and becomes Shahi Tukda. You add it to the sevai, that is vermicelli, it becomes kanafa. Just layer it. If you layer it, it just becomes kanafa. So we are stirring it. We are almost done. So once we turn off the flame, it becomes more thicker, guys, because it is very hot. So you can see from the sides, just the cream is getting formed. You need to have a thickened milk, guys. That is the only thing I want to tell you. Just use the full fat milk, which has, don't use the toned packet or toned milk, because it doesn't have the cream or malai. We won't get it. You can see how nicely thicker it's becoming. So thicker, guys. You can see it is almost getting thicker. Now we can turn off the flame. You can see, or we can, let me show you. See, when we have poured the milk, it was till here, and now it has reduced to half, and we can even reduce to half if you want. Just almost done. If you want, you can just taste it as well, whether it is sweeter or not. If you want more sugar, you can add it, but we use less sugar. We don't prefer much, so that is the reason. You can see, guys, how nicely from the sides it is. The rabdi is getting ready. You can see. So this is the texture of the rabdi we have to get. See, you can see all malai is there. So little more thicker, guys. Let's make little more thicker. Let us add little more cardamom, because we have added very little, because cardamom gives very good flavor to the rabdi. As I said, we can even add the saffron. It is optional. So now you can see from the sides how nicely it is getting thicker, and you have to scrape off the sides, guys. That is the one little hardest thing you have to do. So you can see the rabdi is getting formed. Scrape off the sides nicely, but it's not getting sticked. It is not getting stick. That's what I want to show you in this clay pot, that it is not getting sticky at the bottom. So it has changed the color now. It has become now light, off-white color. So that's what we want. It's nicely boiling. You can see how nicely it's getting boiled. So it's getting thicker now. So this is the texture we wanted. So it is done, guys. Now I'll turn off the flame. So if you want, even you can cook for still more 5 minutes. So let's make let me take a spoon. So I'm taking a spoon, guys, here from the sides. I'm taking it because I want it to boil little more. So just take it like this and pour it on the, take it from the sides like this and pour it on the Shahi Tukda, that is bread. This is how the Shahi Tukda is made. Just pour it on the like this, and at the same time let's take this one, and you can see how thicker it is becoming. So I'm taking it again and I'm pouring it onto the this. Take it again. So just pour it nicely and allow it for 5 minutes to settle down. So again I'm pouring it again on it so that it gets absorbed nicely, and you can feel this in every bite. So this is almost done. Now chop it with the almonds. Let's see it. And here also, here you can just add a mango to it, mango slices, add it. You can see the texture now. It's almost done. You can see, guys, it is very thick and the color is really good. So add some more. So I'm adding it so that the half mango is visible, and now take some pistachios and almonds and nicely, you can see how nice it is looking, right, guys? So this is what we have made, guys, today. That is Shahi Tukda. This is Shahi Tukda and this is mango rusk with mango rabri rusk. So this is the, guys. So thank you for watching my video. Thank you.